I can't film a video with this hair.
You can.
Just like, I'm sick of you moaning about your hair. I'm getting really sick of you.
I'm getting really sick of you!
Do you remember that video, the prefect?
Move like it's World War III.
Oh, like it's World War III!
Looks like I am filming a video with this hair. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is probably going to be a little bit chaotic, but I feel like it's been a while since I filmed anything really like this, and they're always really fun and really easy and really laid back. We are here with a get ready with me.
Get ready with us. Never have I ever.
Yeah,
Q&A.
We've asked for questions, we've asked for never have I ever's, and we are basically getting ready to go out for Liv's birthday, which is taking place over like a whole weekend. This is night 1. Tomorrow is night 2. I thought, why not? Why not? Because you haven't been on my channel in such a long time.
Cheers!
Cheers to that. Right.
I would like to announce that I'm trying the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation, so I'll let you guys know if it looks nice.
We've had 1.5 drinks, and like, I am feeling it a little bit. What is something that gives you the ick?
There's so many things.
Liv's list is long.
This girl, I was telling Molly about this girl on TikTok said that the guy that she was seeing booked an Uber for himself, but it was a 6-seater.
That's such a niche thing to have an ick over, but I actually do kind of get
No,
it.
but imagine it. A guy that you're sexually attracted to getting in an Uber by himself and it's a 6-seater.
Yeah, but he can't really help it if a 6-seater turns up. Like, what are you
No,
gonna do? Just not
it was
fit
his
in?
fault. He booked an extra large for himself.
Oh.
And then someone in the comments said, imagine him finding it hard to close the door. That was just a funny one. To me, it's guys spitting on the floor, like, in public.
Right?
It's like, why are you spitting? You could just swallow your own spit, like.
I never get that. I hate it. I really hate it. Also, you know when they make the sound? They're like... I don't really know what my icks are. I mean, I have a few, like, clothing icks.
Tom, close your ears.
No, Tom wouldn't do these things, I don't think. Although I can think of things Tom does that gives me the ick. There's quite a lot. I really get the ick when guys wear vests. Oh, and also, guys that wear shorts all year round. Like, what are you trying to prove? Do you know what I mean? It's cold. Just admit it's cold. Wear trousers, wear joggers.
I feel like it's when people date and you don't get to know someone.
That's true, yeah. I do think that people that, like, list icks are probably people that are, like, regularly meeting new people. So you're like, oh yeah, that's something, but obviously I don't really have that experience.
Best ways to make friends after you leave school/education. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to say it with my chest, Molly. Alright. With my party tomorrow, I've got a lot of my closest group of friends can't come, so it's like a lot of random like friends that don't belong to one of those groups.
Yeah,
having a house party that you go to or like you host where there's lots of random people that have never met before is a great way to make friends out of school.
I actually think even when I was in school, that was how I'm friends with some of my friends that I'm friends with now. Like, I wasn't close with them until maybe they were at a party that I was at. Although I do think if you don't regularly go to parties or like go out,
basically you've got to go out.
Yeah, basically socialise. It's actually really hard. I genuinely do, especially because I work in a job that's like fully just me. Like, the only people that I really talk to during the day often are my mum and my boyfriend. You
just have to get over your nerves. You have to realise that a lot of people in their early 20s are feeling the same thing.
100%, yeah, that's so true. I also think, obviously this is kind of a bit more niche, but when I went solo travelling, that was like the best way to meet new people that were always going to be open to being friends with you, because like there's so many people in that environment that are also just by themselves, that why would they not want to be your friend? Like, everybody's in the same boat, literally. So
obviously I didn't go to uni, but I can imagine that that's a similar vibe at the start of uni.
Yeah, 100%. What would your go-to question be if you were going to break the ice to somebody? What would you say?
Usually it's a compliment.
Yeah, really, you are like that actually.
Usually I'll see a girl that I think is like really pretty or like is confident, and it's like a genuine compliment. It's not like I'm just making it up to like break the ice.
Oh my god, your skirt is so fetch.
I'll just go in with a compliment, because even if I don't get into a conversation with that person, you know that you might have possibly made their day.
Shall I pick a never have I ever?
Oh, no.
We've got a drink if we
have done it.
Have done it. How does this work again?
I don't ever do never have I ever at a party.
I feel like this was such a like year 12 game, but I've forgotten the rules. I think you drink when you have done it.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, you've done it because you've done it. Yeah, okay.
And you'd always get that friend that would make the question literally something they'd done, so they could be like, never have I ever kissed this specific person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oxford.
Never have I ever, I'm just gonna go for the first one, not being let into a nightclub or being kicked out of the club.
course you picked that one, you little...
People already know this story though, although it was a while ago.
True.
It was a while ago. Ooh.
What birthday was that? Was that 19?
20.
Okay.
Yeah, my 20th birthday in Leeds. It was quite the night, guys. There is a couple of videos on it. Although it was a while ago, and I'm not particularly proud of it.
No.
Any of it.
I'm not.
Liv's not, but she also doesn't remember it.
No. I tried to surprise Molly for her birthday. I said that I couldn't come to her party because I was working, but I came. But then I got a little too excited and I mixed vodka with cider.
That'll do it.
And once I was leaving Lydia's accommodation,
The sick started. No, you did make it. You did make it. I saw
I
it.
made it, but I was hanging. Do you remember me hanging onto the railings, going like, Molly?
I was like, oh my god, Liv's here. And then I was like, oh my god, Liv's here. Good stories though.
So I didn't get into Rebs.
You didn't get in anywhere.
No, I went straight back to Lydia's accommodation.
It was quite a night.
It happens to everyone though. It's not like that happens to me on every night out, by the way. That's like an occasional.
To be fair, I think generally, other than that, you're actually really sensible usually. Yeah. Like, you're not that person. It was just really weird. Also, I'm currently doing my eyebrows, guys, with a freckle pen because my eyebrow pencil ran out and I just haven't got around to getting another.
Never have I ever broken a bone.
I have not. You broke a bone? I didn't know that. When?
In year 6, I broke my nose.
Oh, I did know that, but I obviously didn't know you then.
I broke my nose because someone pushed me off a climbing frame.
Oh god.
And I landed on my face.
Oh, do you know, I bet that really hurt actually.
No, it was really painful. My nose was swollen for so long. And for those that don't live in London, once you get to like 10 or 11, you need to get a zip card, which is basically an Oyster card but for free. It's like meant to teach kids to have responsibility. And I had to go and get like a passport photo and my nose was honestly like that wide in my picture. In your wildest dreams.
Well, Taylor's version is quaking. Can we do a Taylor one while we're on it? A couple of Taylor questions here. Which album are you most excited for Taylor Swift to re-release? Looks like a pretty big Taylor Swift fan after the last year of me telling her.
You have converted me. So what has she done so far? Has she done Fearless?
Fearless and Red.
To be honest, she's
Fearless.
Maybe Speak Now. I want to see what the album cover looks like.
Oh my god, same, because obviously that's the most like me aesthetic out of any of the albums. Do you know what I'm like losing sleep over?
What?
The Reputation Vault songs. Like the not released Reputation tracks. I think about them at least once a day.
The Red in Vault ones are some of my faves.
Right? I actually was like pleasantly surprised because I didn't love the Fearless Vault tracks. Like, didn't dislike them, but they weren't like, they didn't beat the album tracks.
Yeah.
Whereas with Red, low-key, I think that there were a lot of tracks in the vault that should have been on the album in place of songs that were on the album, and like, I was surprised by that. I could talk about this all day. I could do a whole video on Taylor Swift songs, but I know most people aren't interested, so we will move on.
Shall we do just a classic, how are you both? Because I feel like we're on similar wavelengths this year.
Yeah, I think we are too. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm about to leave my job and I'm about to travel around the world. Great.
My turn. I'm about to travel around the world.
Not leaving a job, but
no, still doing this, but it is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're both having quite adventurous years.
We are.
I feel like people roughly know my plans, so do you want to tell them your plans?
I am, if you guys have watched Below Deck, I'm basically becoming a deckhand to work on private yachts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How sick is that? You're just so cool. I just love it.
And those who don't know what that is, basically I'm training to work on private yachts. And a deckhand means...
I love how you were like, since you've seen Below Deck, I'm going to be a deckhand on private yachts. And if you haven't and you don't know what that is, I'm going to be a deckhand on private yachts.
Great explanation there, Olivia. A deckhand works on the outside of the yacht, cleaning, driving like smaller boats to get the gas, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I could end up anywhere basically. So
she's gonna be working in Australia when I'm Australia.
That is what we're trying to manifest.
I'm just adding more and more bronzer because I can't really tell, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna be orange. Yeah, no, I think that it's just gonna be a really exciting year for both of us. Obviously, we couldn't help that, like, we were in a pandemic, obviously, but I think it really gave us both time to reflect on like what we want once we're like out of the lockdowns. So you guys know that I'm gonna be traveling quite a lot this year, pretty soon. I'm not gonna lie. And Liv's kind of starting this whole venture roughly around the same time, like literally within the same 2 weeks, which is so weird that it's like happened like that. Bloody buzzing. Bloody buzzing. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 quick fire ones.
Okay.
Never have I ever kissed somebody that the other person fancied. That's just a straight up no, but I thought, you know, clearly some of you want to know. Never have I ever thrown up in a taxi.
Hell yeah, I have.
I actually have never done that.
I think Was it one time? It was prom.
Really? Oh, that was ages ago, to be fair.
You know what? Everything has a backstory, and I was super anxious that night, so I just drank away the nerves.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like most of the times I've been really, really drunk, it's because I've been really nervous beforehand, and I think, oh, I'll just have another, and then suddenly it's like, that was
up to you.
That was a regret. Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
No.
Me neither. Aren't we wild? I feel like people ask these questions expecting some crazy story.
I actually feel like having one-night stands is cool, like, cool if you do that. But I feel like there's such a big part of that that's like put into media, like films, TV shows,
right?
that makes someone seem cool, and then you sort of expect, when you haven't done it yourself, you're sort of thinking, should I be having one night stands? Is that person having one night stands? Just hearing two people say nah.
I guess also like everybody's really different. Short answer,
no. Sorry guys.
I also feel like most of you would have been able to guess that. Like, I've been with Tom for like 5 years this week. That's crazy.
Half a decade.
Right, let's not phrase it like that, because that's more disgusting, because that means half a decade ago I was 17.
Oh, dancing queen.
Just putting on random eyeshadow.
If you had to drink one thing forever on every night out, what would it be?
Ooh.
I really don't know. I'm still trying to figure out my drink. That being said, I recently had tequila rosé.
No, wrong with this choice.
Why?
It's not nice. Everybody
it tastes like strawberry milkshake.
Everybody that tells you that tequila rosé is nice is lying. They're probably really drunk when they tried it.
Better than normal tequila, you think?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, okay. There's so many nicer drinks then.
Maybe prosecco.
I mean, if you want to select tequila rosé, I'll let it slide. Okay. But I just think that it's, I don't know. I think I'd probably pick gin, which is really weird because a year ago I didn't even like gin.
Like it.
I know. That was a lockdown find.
I feel like there's been loads of things with you. Like, I introduced you to like Mexican food.
I know, I know.
Now you like Thai food. Where's that come from?
It's part of growing up. No, the lockdown turned me to gin.
Yeah, your dad just kept bringing you gins, right?
My dad would order them in bulk to the house, and I was like, do you know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough,
it's been a really hard Monday afternoon. Ooh, but get me on that mojito. Go the last photo in your camera roll, but we'll give no context.
God.
Oh no, mine's actually great. This is great.
Oh, it's flowers from New.
Oh no, that's nice. That's nice, lovely.
New stunning. If you're watching this.
Just before we filmed this video, I took a photo of Liv's birthday card off her mum. This is such a like niche joke, but it says once again she'd fallen victim to Aldi's middle aisle, and I just feel like it was quite funny. I took the photo to send it to my mum and be like, ah, that's you.
I don't know why she picked that card for me, because that is me taking the piss out of my mum.
Yeah, but
like, I'm not the one in the middle aisle, but cool.
Hey, but you know, there's some actual great stuff in the middle aisle at Aldi and at Lidl, and I just sounded like a middle-aged mum. I do my makeup in such a weird order, like I was just gonna put lipstick on before I've done my eyes. I used to religiously follow like makeup routines, like as if they were like the holy grail of how to do your makeup. And then I realised I don't really trust Tanya Bear anyway.
Right, I'm gonna pick favourite memory together.
Oh,
because we have a lot of.
Yeah, we do actually have so many memories.
But this is hard because we've had so many.
I mean, recently, I think a memory that stands out is obviously when we were in Greece.
Yeah. That was...
I really liked that evening. The photos from that evening are beautiful. I think also because like obviously you just come out of a relationship and like the last time we'd seen each other prior to that we were both a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And I felt like we'd kind of come through that and it was like a real moment.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
What are you gonna say?
When we were quite young we went to an event in Leeds. Was it for benefit? We were wearing heels and we...
Yeah. Do you know, I thought of this earlier today because as I was running for the train in the station earlier, I thought, I've done this with Liv before.
Yeah. We were running for the last train back to Molly's house and I fell down the stairs.
Why is this your best memory?
It's just come up, it's a funny memory.
Right, okay.
And I had the biggest bruise on my leg ever. And the ticket inspector was such a prick as
They always are. They always are. Trans-Pennine Express, man. That was funny. That was such a random day. Like, Millie T was there. Why was Millie T?
Millie T was our best mate.
Yeah.
I'm a little lost, but fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm a little confused, but
fair enough. In
the bathtub in your...
Yeah, my birthday. There were a lot when we were younger. I associate especially like the middle of sixth form.
Yeah.
I would come down to London like almost once a week to go to, like, it was when YouTube was starting to really like become a thing. I was just invited to so many random events and I would just bring Liv as my +1 or like we'd just go together. And there were so many random times.
Yeah.
Like, we went to Kensington Palace. That was a highlight. Real weird weekend. Weekend? It wasn't a weekend, it was like a Wednesday.
It was like a school night.
Yeah, it was, because the drinks were free and we weren't even old enough to be drinking them. Right, we're gonna do one more and then we'll get back to you when we're like fully done. Separate to our favourite memory together. What's your favourite memory of your 20s so far?
Ooh.
Obviously you're 22 now.
It's hard because obviously that's been COVID.
Oh yeah, that's so true actually.
But you know what, one of my favourite memories from lockdown or like early 20s is that me and my friend Rosie did, it was like a trend to do like the London Marathon walk around London and see
I remember that.
all the different kind of nice places to go in London, but we decided to do a cycle ride instead. And it was like a freezing cold day, it was like snowing. I put my speaker on the back of my bike to like motivate us, and Justin Bieber's album had just come out. So whenever I play that album it reminds me of that day.
Aww.
My speaker got run over.
I was just gonna say, was this the day that your speaker got hit by a car?
The speaker got hit by a 4x4 and it was just nice to see like places in London.
After you've been inside for so long.
Yeah. It was like making the most out of what we
yeah,
had.
I think that that's been a real lesson that everybody's had to learn, is like the last 2 years you've just got to make the best of a bad situation. I think I would probably say, I mean I did go to Australia when I was 20, but we'll skip the Australia section. If we're going from the best of a bad situation, I would probably say like, I can't remember. My issue thinking back is that all of the months have sort of blurred into one month and I can't like differentiate.
Basically, Molly did not thrive during the lockdown.
Basically, Molly really struggled in the pandemic to...
Molly is nothing without Australia, like, Australia is Molly's personality.
Molly is nothing without her ability to... Why am I talking about myself in the third person? That's Nick. I really struggle if I can't go out, and I don't mean that in like an out session, I mean just like out, like I need to be out of the house. Occasionally I do find myself wanting to slow down, and I think that did give everybody a chance to just sit back and be like, there's really nothing that I can do other than watch Netflix, and I feel no guilt towards it. That's not my favourite thing that's happened in my 20s, Jesus.
Tell you what, my birthday in Leeds before lockdown.
Yeah, that was a good night out.
And that's one of my favourite pictures of us.
Right, anyway, we're going to finish our makeup and then I'll get back to you and we will end this video because I've been trying to do my eyeliner for a good 5 minutes.
I've done mine so thick, it's like completely different to how I usually do it. But
no, I like that though. This is so rogue, I love it. This is Alice, guys, who I just met 4 minutes ago. And now
this is how you make new friends. This is what we were saying.
Hey, I love doing stuff like this though, because I feel like how else do you actually meet people? Basically, we are now ready to go out, so I think this is the end of the video, pretty much. I actually also feel like it's probably really long, so if you've got to the end,
congratulations.
Yeah, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I shall be back with another one very soon. I feel weird doing this with you here, because I'm like, oh no, I've got an audience. Are you coming tomorrow night?
Yes.
What are you coming as?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. There's gonna be such a mixed bag.
One of the lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the Scooby-Doo lot, but I think we're gonna go with Scooby.
I am so excited to see everybody's various different costumes, so I'm sure that I'll
insert some
photos.
mention my theme?
Oh no, don't. Honestly, this video is just a mess.
It really has been. So for my party, I told everyone to be a film character, whatever they wanted to be, from like 2000 to now, so that everyone was a different character. But I've kind of like opened it to like literally any time.
I think that's better though, because there's gonna be such a mixed bag. We're gonna have like Scooby-Doo, gonna have
Poppy Moore
from Wild Child.
We've got Ali G. We've got
Ali G. Joker. You know, there's gonna be a mixed bag. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I've forgotten how my outro video is.
Wait then.
Right, I will be back with another video really soon. Bye guys.
Bye.
This is your YouTube debut.
I was gonna say, what's so weird to me, I'm gonna watch this video.
Oh no, I love it.
I'll watch it and then I'll just be like, oh my god, it's me.
Refresh.
Me right
Watch it again.
Hey, yeah, stream it, refresh it, just play it in a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.